Welcome to day 95 of our school year. Getting close to that 100th day of school. We have 85 school days left. Let's go ahead and get down our beginning fraction. Our denominator is 180. So that's because that's the total amount of school days, and we are in day 95. Let's go ahead and find all the factors of our numerator. Two factors we always know are 1 and the number itself. Using the commutative property of multiplication, I can write it down as 95 times 1. Now I'm going to use my divisibility rules to go find all the factors, and I'm going to go in order so I don't miss any. After 1, we try 2. The rule for 2 is that it ends in an even number. 5 is odd, so 2 is not a factor. And if 2 is not a factor, no even number will be. Next number we try is 3. The rule for 3 is that we add the digits together. 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 is not a multiple of 3, so 3 is not a factor. We try 5. The rule for 5 is that it ends in a 5 or a 0. It does end in a 5, so 5 is a factor. I can get 10 5s out of 90, and that leaves 45. Then I get 19. Next, we try 7. 7 times 10 is 70, 77, 84, 91, 98. 95 is not in that list, so 7 is not a factor. 9 has the same rule as 3. We add the digits together. We get 14. 14 is not a multiple of 9, so 9 is not a factor. We try 11. 11 times 8 is 88, then 99. 95 is not in that list, so 11 is not a factor. I'm going to check to see if this second factor is prime, because if we've gone in an orderly fashion and our second factor is prime, we are done, because it won't break down anymore. Yes, 19 is prime, so that means that we are done. Let's list our factors from least to greatest. 1, 5, 19, 95. We have 4 factors. That is more than 2 factors, so it is composite. Now we need to find our greatest common factor. Since the shaded area is a group of 95, but I only have 85 days left, I can't make a group of 95. So I'm going to start with 19. Let's check to see if 19 is our greatest common factor. Your groups do not have to look like mine, but you do have to have 19 in each. And you do need to keep your shaded separated from your unshaded. 12 plus 7 is 19. 13 plus 6. 14 plus 5. 15 plus 4. 16 plus 3. 17 plus 2. 18 plus 1. I have 9 left over, so that means that 19 is not our greatest common factor. Let's try 5. If each row is 10 and I cut each row into 2 equal pieces, cut it in half, half of 10 is 5. So using that mathematical reasoning can help you make your groups more quickly. But if that doesn't make sense, counting always works. Make sure you have 5 in each group. And you keep shaded separate from unshaded. Counting takes a little bit longer, but I would rather you be sure of your answer and take longer, because it's better to get to a right answer slowly than a wrong answer quickly. 5 worked. 5 is our greatest common factor. There's no remainder. The way I made my groups, I ended up with 2 groups in each row. So I'm going to count by 2s to find my total groups of 5. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. And I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 shaded in. Okay, I've done my division with my model. Now I'm going to divide using my algorithm. I'm going to divide by my greatest common factor of 5. So 180 divided by 5 and 95 divided by 5. Okay, 20 nickels gives me 100 cents. Nickels are 5 cents, so 20 times 5 is 100. Numbers the same, zeros a game, more on top, no need to stop. Numbers the same, zeros a game. 10 times 5 is 50. Numbers the same, zeros a game, more on top, no need to stop. 6 times 5 is 30. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Add our partial quotients together. 20 plus 10 is 30, plus 6 is 36. 10 times 5 is 50. More on top, no need to stop. More on top, no need to stop. 5 times 5 is 25. Numbers the same, zeros a game. More on top, no need to stop. 4 times 5 is 20. Numbers the same, zeros a game. Now you may have already recognized that 9 times 5 is 45, and you could have gotten there more quickly. If you see that, you use that. But I just want you to see that using what you do know can get you to your answer. It may take a little bit longer, but again, it's better to get to the right answer slowly than the wrong answer quickly. 10 plus 5 is 15, plus 4 more is 19. Okay, let's check our answers. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. It's called our inverse operation. Now, since our remainder is 0 for both, and the identity property of addition says when you add 0 it stays the same, we don't need to take the time to add 0. 5 groups of 6 is 30. 5 groups of 3 tens is 15 tens, plus 3 more tens is 18 tens. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 groups of 10 is 50, plus 4 more is 90. Okay, so 95, that matches our dividend up here, so that checks. 180, that matches our dividend up here, so that checks. So our numerator is definitely 19, and our denominator is definitely 36. All right, let's go ahead and fill in our data collection page. Hey, trimester 2, week 8. Today is 1/22/2020. And our fraction for today is 1936. All right, let's go ahead and get out our number line. We did groups of 5. So our last one was 1836. So let's go ahead and get down. That was the halfway mark, and then today is 1936. Now be careful, if you have a line on this page and a line on this page, those are the same lines. We need to go to the next one over. And it should be lined up with 95/180ths. If it is not, you may have put it on the wrong one. But this is why you do it in pencil. I would rather do it in pencil, but you can't see it as well in the video then. All right, let's go ahead and put your number line away, erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.